In the quiet outskirts of a small town lived a girl named Nida. Her life was simple and calm until the day she received the news of her older sister Reem's mysterious death. Reem's body was found in an old, abandoned house that everyone knew about, rumored to be haunted for decades. Nida felt that there was something hidden behind her sister's death, and she decided to uncover the truth herself. Standing near her sister's grave, Nida, dressed in black, looked on with a mixture of sorrow and determination. The attendees whispered quietly, unaware that Nida had already made up her mind. She would not let Reem's death go without knowing the real cause. That night, as she sat alone in her room, she remembered the last conversation she had with Reem. Her sister had seemed nervous and secretive, hinting at something dangerous, but Nida had dismissed it at the time. Now, those hints were the key to understanding what had happened. A few days after the funeral, Nida made her way to the abandoned house. The house was old, surrounded by overgrown grass and broken windows. It seemed to be waiting for her, as if something inside wanted to be discovered. She felt a wave of fear, but her resolve was stronger than her fear. Standing before the worn wooden door, she took a deep breath before pushing it open. A cold gust of air blew from inside, making her heart race. With a small flashlight, Nida slowly entered the house. The inside was dark and damp. Dust covered everything, and the sound of the wind made eerie noises. Nida wandered through the long hallways, avoiding the crumbling furniture. Each step echoed through the empty space, as if the house itself was whispering to her. She saw old pictures hanging on the walls, but they were torn, and the faces of the people had faded away. She felt that the house was hiding more than it showed. As she wandered upstairs, Nida noticed an old wardrobe. She pushed it slightly to reveal a hidden door behind it. She hesitated before opening it, but her curiosity won out. Behind the door was a small room filled with old books and maps. In the center of the room was a table with an old notebook. Nida took the notebook and began to read it. It was Reem's diary. That moment was filled with emotion, as Nida realized her sister had been trying to send her a message. Nida sat on the floor, carefully flipping through her sister's diary. The words revealed strange details about the house, things that had happened before Reem's death. Reem had begun to feel that something was watching her inside the house. She wrote about eerie noises and terrifying visions she had at night. Fear grew inside Nida with every page she read. She realized that Reem had known something terrible was going to happen, but couldn't escape her fate. Nida discovered a staircase leading to the house's basement. She slowly descended, and as she got closer to the bottom, the strange noises grew louder. The basement was covered in strange symbols carved into the walls, and the whispers became clearer, as if they were trying to communicate with her. At that moment, Nida realized that there was something far more dangerous than she had ever imagined. She was about to uncover the truth. In the middle of the basement, a ghostly vision appeared before Nida. It was a scene from the past. She saw her sister Reem being murdered by a mysterious figure whose face she couldn't clearly see. But Nida realized that this figure was still in the house. She began to question, who was this person? And what was their connection to the house? In the final moments, Nida found herself face to face with the killer. It was someone she had known from the past, but they had completely changed. The confrontation was violent, and Nida fought for her life. Every moment felt like the house itself was trying to prevent her escape. After a long struggle, Neda managed to escape. She ran from the house, covered in dust and scratches. Behind her, the door slammed shut violently, as if something unseen was trying to trap her inside. Neda felt fear, but the sunrise in the distance gave her a sense of hope and survival. Weeks after the incident, Neda sat in her room, gazing out the window. She held a photograph of her sister Reem. Despite all the pain and fear, Neda felt at peace, knowing that she had finally uncovered the truth and brought justice for her sister. The soft smile on Reem's face in the photograph reflected the calm Neda now felt.